The Create This book is out, and so are the collage supplies. This is going to be messy. This is the Create This book, and before we do a little bit of collage, we're painting. The first prompt is to create jewellery. Draw a character adorned with beautiful jewellery. We have watercolors, and I have a specific idea in mind. This is the sketch. Can you guess what we're doing? Because I'm super excited. Okay, this is the reference by a makeup artist, and this person is gorgeous, okay? I'm just gonna say it. I thought of wedding jewelry because look at all of this, okay? It's extreme, but it follows the prompt very much so. So first we just need to pop some base colors down. This is mostly an undertone, a background. We really want the focus here to be on the jewelry. And I actually have a little hack for you, okay? In the age of Pinterest being completely full of AI and it being super difficult to find any reference photos, a great place to look is on the Instagram account of makeup artists. There's lots of different routes to go. Obviously this one is bridal makeup, but it's a great way to get a photo of a real person. They usually have pretty good lighting. Obviously the makeup looks great, and sometimes the looks have a lot more personality. So yeah, if you're looking for a person, why not look there? And this portrait, okay, I am already slightly shocked. I think it might be because we rushed and did the eyes first. Eyes always make a portrait. If you're drawing a face and it doesn't look like a person, literally just add the eyes. Immediately it'll look better. But this painting already looks like a person. But they need more contrast. Eyebrows. Yes, we need to deepen those darker tones. And honestly, I'm not feeling this hair. It's looking a little bit ginger, strawberry blonde. It kind of all looks the same. Oh, that's a splatter. Let's just make it a million times worse because the brush wasn't clean. Luckily, we can dab that away. But this is your reminder to not do that. And I will say, even though the focus of this episode is on collage, this might be one of my favorite pages ever. Okay, it's a portrait. It's going well, and I'm kind of in love right now. But there's a lot more we need to do. We haven't even started on the jewelry yet. We're just layering and layering, trying to get this face perfect. Because once we add the jewelry, there's no going back. Which you'll see. It literally has to be perfect. So we're covering up all of the sketch there. Can't see the jewelry at all. Honestly, that was a bad move, okay? That was a silly move. Watercolor is kind of transparent, but only to an extent. Obviously, we need splatters, which kind of went wrong and everywhere. This wall is already so covered. It's fine. I guess it's an art studio. So of course there's gonna be mess. Paint splatters everywhere. Let's be real now. Probably a good half of the pages we create have splatters on them of some sort. Either a splatter or a star. It's one or the other. But I guess every artist has their thing. Okay, the face is done. We need something. Something very exciting. The metallic watercolors. Ah, look how pretty they are. Separate paintbrush, separate water. I've done that before. That was a nightmare. We're not going to use the same one. Honestly, if you get metallic anywhere, it doesn't come out. So do not underestimate a water pot. I've done that before. These paints are pretty opaque, so I think it's going to work. Reaching for the gold, the bronze, the silver. Kind of making up a lot of the jewelry because we lost it. Well, you might have noticed at the very beginning, I tried to paint the skin and go around it, and it did not work. Sacrifices had to be made. I know metallic paints are a little bit gimmicky. They're the kind of thing that a lot of us own and rarely use, but sometimes they can really make a piece. Still, I think we need pencils. Just a little bit of colour pencil to add a bit more definition, and look how sharp of a point that is. Absolutely love the sharpener. I actually mentioned it in the Ultimate Art Supplies comparison video that just went out, where we compare a ton of art supplies, and that was one of the notable mentions. Honestly, it's so good. Quickly back to metallics, and I want to say a huge thank you to my supporters on Patreon. Sketchbook buddies, your names are on screen. You guys are the best, and you make all of this possible, so thank you. We're going to come back to this, but for now, it's done. On to the big one. The next prompt is create disaster. Draw a landscape or setting in ruin. So now we can reach for the collage supplies. This big messy basket full of everything that we need. A cutting board, of course. And I'm also reaching for a cutting knife. That makes sense. You would think we would need it. And I completely forgot to use it. We have a mess. It's okay. That'll be covered. We're making this. Okay, this is a photo that I took in Pompeii. That's what we're gonna try and make today. So obviously we're gonna need a glue stick and some cute little scissors because yes, we are attempting to make Pompeii with these papers from a Temu art haul. Yeah, wish us luck. Okay, are these two not identical? Still, we're not being too picky here. Anything that seems sort of the right color will work. So this ink drop page is actually going to be the sky. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me here. It's collage. It's kind of abstract. Right now, we're making the sky. Also got a blue. That's that sky too. Okay, you're really gonna have to trust the process with me on this. I've got some fun patterns, and this is going to be the building, or structure. And I am also struggling to trust the process right now. I explained this idea to my partner. He had no clue, made no sense, couldn't picture it at all. I couldn't either, but here we are, cutting up random patterns of paper that are almost the right color. Okay, so in the middle there is a path, stones, or leopard print. Ours a leopard print. Making a mistake. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, there's not just stones. There's also literally the volcano. I forgot the volcano. It's in the background. So we need to cut that out too. And then we can stick some of the buildings in front. Okay, let's just ignore that. Let's just forget about that. Anything that's a neutral tone might work for this idea. There's a road. There's a volcano, obviously. A sky, some buildings either side, and the structure in the middle. So that's what we're doing. Why did I think of Pompeii? I mean, the prompt is literally create a disaster. And I think that's one of the biggest, most well-known disasters out there. So that's what I thought of. And now that the background is loosely in place, we need to add this. Hopefully this will all go to plan. Ever since I first saw this prompt, I knew this is what I wanted to do. I didn't know that it was going to be collage. For the big worldwide Create This Book collab, I actually saw this prompt and considered doing it for Pompeii until I had the idea for Create a sequel come up, and we painted a Monsters Inc. sequel. I was going to do this, and then I had the idea to do it as a collage instead of just using like acrylic markers or something, and I knew that it had to be in this book. I mean, for starters, this is a lot of paper. There's no way I could add that many layers to the Create This Book that's traveling around the world. That would be a bit rude. It's already kind of falling apart. It's literally huge. And I'm not gonna lie though, this one is already getting quite big. I mean, no wonder. Look how many pieces of paper we're sticking down. Although that is a consideration, I am trying not to stick too many pieces down. I'm trying to be a little bit considerate of the number of layers that I'm putting down. So you can see the sky is literally just where it needs to be, and the street is just where it needs to be, rather than filling the entire page blue and sticking everything on top. And hopefully that won't pad out the book too much, because there's still lots of details on the structure and we haven't added any of that. So that's what we need to do. And I know what paper we're going to use. I have these that I picked up in a Shein haul, and they're literally textured. Like, can you see that? They're all bumpy, and I think this is going to be perfect. Just to add a bit of texture to the actual structure, right? That might look cool. Okay, that's the gist of it. That's what we're doing. Pompeii. I went to Pompeii a few years ago. Well, I went to Rome, and then I got 2 trains over to Naples and then Pompeii, and I did it in one day. I do think really 2 days probably would be best because there's a lot to see. But when I tell you, if you haven't gone to Pompeii, you need to. Like, the sheer scale of the place is insane. It's literally, I can't even explain. You have to go there in person to see. It's the most shocking thing, honestly. I came back and I was just in awe for like a good month because everyone knows it's Pompeii. We know what it is. The volcano. We know everything, okay? But you have to see it in person to see the sheer scale. It is incredible. Genuinely, it's one of those places that I feel like everyone should go to if they can. It's unfathomable. It's crazy. I can't even explain it. Like, it's a city. It's an actual city, and it's not just a ruin. Like, a lot of the buildings have been so well preserved that you would have no clue that they're actually that old. There's paintings everywhere, and they're mostly there. Like, some of them are barely aged. There's houses and baths, villas and amphitheaters. I mean, there was a brothel. Literally, walked in the room, there were paintings, and it was so strange. You would have no clue that any of it is as old as it is. So, if it's on your list, absolutely 100% try and go to Pompeii if you can. It can be done in a day trip. I think it was like a 2-hour train from Rome, so it's completely doable. But yeah, an absolute must-see. You've got to do it if you can. It's incredible. Oh wait, how am I now just remembering? I actually filmed it. I filmed it on a phone, and I'll leave that video below. Totally forgot. We have to do something. We have to scan the first piece of art. I completely forgot. Waited to stick it in. Did all the collage first, just to make sure we didn't mess up anything below. But now it's time. We need to cut the painting in half. And okay, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. If you haven't noticed already, there is a big problem with this painting. How wide are their shoulders? I don't think slicing it in half and adding an extra centimeter in the book was really a great idea because they're already massive. Unfortunately, by the time I noticed this, the color pencil was stuck down. I tried to erase it. It didn't work. Made do. Probably shouldn't have. Probably should have used gouache or something. What can you do? We've got to stick it in. And unfortunately, when it comes to watercolor, it's not forgiving. It won't go over pencil. Finally, they're both done. First up, we've got the portrait for Create Jewelry. It's metallic, it's shiny, and it definitely fits the prompt. Do you think we should use metallics more? I kind of love it. Then we got out all of the paper supplies for Create Disaster and tried to make an abstract version of Pompeii. And this collage is so different from anything else we've done. Let me know if you'd like to see more. Which one is your favorite out of the two of them? Thank you for being here. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you on Sunday for the big plushie makeover collab. Bye bye.